So, if you had to choose between planting your fruits and vegetables in a raised flower bed, in the ground, or a greenhouse, what would you choose? Oh, so I've done all three. I have done a raised flower bed, I have done planted in the ground, and now I'm fully focused and committed to my greenhouse, which I had built 3 years ago. And I was just playing reindeer games. I wasn't committing to getting the work done, but I am completely committed to doing that now. So I'm going to take you into the greenhouse, talk to you about how I got started, what materials that I used, and what I'm growing. Okay, so these are carrots, and it's because I've become obsessed with this like viral carrot sesame seed oil lime recipe thingy. It's kind of fermented. It's absolutely delicious. So I don't really know. I mean, they've definitely grown since I bought them. These were not seeds. These were starter plants. They've definitely grown, but I don't really know. Like, look, you can see like a little, can you see a little carrot there? Hi, little guy. I don't know, y'all. I was looking about how it looked when it was, so I don't know. I don't know about that. I guess we'll start with what I'm not getting great. This is parsley and cilantro, which typically for me grows like crazy, not having the best time of our lives. It's just not. I think I waited too long. I got these for Mother's Day, and I don't think I didn't plant them until around Father's Day. But there's a little flower of some sort. So, I'm going to hang in there. This is basil. Again, my basil typically is like over the river and through the woods, really, really big. But again, I am in a no judgment zone. I'm just trying to make it to myself. And these are scallions. Again, not super impressive. Typically when I plant scallions, they're pretty high. And then this is the second thing of carrots. So yeah, so that's what's like kind of going on. Let me tell you what I'm really proud of though. These right here. Look at how gorgeous. I mean, look at how beautiful and green and vibrant. Now, this was kind of a beautiful surprise. This half here is their asparagus beans. I was at a local Asian market, again, supporting small businesses, and I decided to treat myself to a couple of little starter plants. I'm not an okra person. This is what this half is. But my mother loves okra. So in her honor, she loves okra. She's so happy for me that I'm growing it. It gets so hot in here. I mean, look at all that. Look at that. All this direct sun that these get. But these are just gorgeous. So I don't know what's going on underneath the soil, but this to me is an indication that they are going to be doing great. I mean, look, it's grown all behind here. I need to look and see if these, need to be, if they're like viney, if I need to have something. So many mosquitoes. So I don't really know. And these I'm most proud of. Look at my corn. Let me get in here. You see that? I'm going to take it down and put it on the thingy here that I have the other plants on so you can see. Hold on. So I took the corn down and look at this. I mean, when I bought these, they were maybe this high, maybe. So these things are doing really, really well. I do need to prune them. One of them kind of got bent up, but I decided to just go with it because it's still growing and they look really amazing, I have to say. So I've never grown corn before. I'm going to do some pruning and get rid of the dead stuff because it is my understanding that it can, you got to get rid of that. It can slow the plant down. And that's what I'm growing so far. These were gifts from my boyfriend. He left them on my step. These are some Hungarian hot wax peppers and some tomatoes. I need to get those in some dirt soon. And then these are a bunch of seeds. I'm going to be doing some experimenting with these because, I mean, why not? That'll be a whole other video. All right, so now let's do a tour. Okay, so we're not going to talk about how biggity bonkers my little back section of my side yard is because I won't get anything done today. Okay, this is how I end up. And I feel like I just pruned back here. You know what, I'm lying. I don't think I pruned back here. I started in that little spot back there, and then I came from out of here. But okay, let's just get back to, this is why the raised, this was a beautiful $200 raised flower bed that was treated. Look at that. That's the wood. I mean, this thing, and I grew some really good stuff out of it. Guys, they just don't have the staying power. And I just don't believe in like just throwing money away. So I'm actually waiting for a friend who has a truck that's going to come and get that and get it out of here. Okay, here's my compost bin. Yeah, I haven't opened it in 2 or 3 years.
Damn.
There is no telling what's in here. I mean, it's held up. I can't remember the company. I mean, it looks like it did when I bought it, but I can't imagine what's in there. Maybe I'll do a reveal. Do I need to do a reveal? Ain't no telling what's gonna jump out of this thing at me. But yeah, compost bin, I don't know. So this is my greenhouse. And I chose the section between my neighbor's driveway and my house because I already had the chicken coop in the backyard and I wanted space for my deck and just to like be. And this just made all the sense in the world. And it's big enough to grow because I can hang all kinds of, things for like long beans. They can be hung there. I can build shelves in. Let's go inside. I can show you better than I can tell you. Now, funny enough, aside from the raised flower bed, this is a great idea for people who just, you can get some cinder blocks. I got these, all this was during 2020. I got these and I spray painted them just to give it a vibe. At one point before I got my deck, this was like the patio. And again, just constantly repurposing. And this is a crate. Again, painted it because I just can't leave stuff alone. Let's look at the framing here. And I used polycarbonate for the, so it could get plenty of light. I like clean lines. I want to be able to see what's in there and what's not. And then I just used tiles. Now, some of these had already been in my backyard and I thought they were whack, but I repurposed them and brought them in here. Here's some bricks. I literally just kind of made a puzzle, like put a piece of puzzle together. And the roof is at an angle for runoff. I've never had any issues. It's never, ever, ever gotten wet in here, ever. And I got this shelf here off of Facebook Marketplace. That's where my corn is. These are the plants I got to do those tomorrow. This is soil. We're going to talk about soil in another video because I'm going with a organic soil without peat moss. Anyway, that's a whole other thing. Some extra things here, some wood that I'm going to, repurpose to shelves. This is some soil that I've used before. I'm probably not going to get. And my friend gave me these bins here. These are the only plastic I have in here right now. But again, I'm looking at other options. And I did a 2-door version. And the door opens out. And again, don't judge. This is a disaster out there, but one section at a time. But I love it. And once I get all this cleared out, I'm going to keep the compost bin there. I'm going to get rid of all this other stuff. This was at one point, look at this was a fig tree. I did get a few figs off of it. It's not going to come back, but you kind of have to do things in sections so you don't get overwhelmed. But this section here, I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I would like to extend maybe. I just might extend the greenhouse a little bit. Maybe, I don't know. I'm not sure yet. But I need to maximize what I can grow in here, and I have not done that yet. So very simple. That's my little greenhouse. So that's it for my greenhouse tour. Thank you so much for joining me and the mosquitoes. I don't know what I'm doing. Just plant a seed and make mistakes and have fun while you're doing it, because why not? So again, thanks for joining me. Please subscribe and I'll see you at the next one. Oh, and leave a comment and tell me what you want me to do next.